What I'm about to share isn't just a message. It's a divine call for the chosen ones. Maybe you're going through tough times, battles that seem endless, but God is working, even when you can't see it. He has a plan for your life, and your story doesn't end here. I'm Sister Amelia, and if you're here for the first time, welcome. I want to invite you to comment "Just arrived" and subscribe to this channel to receive daily messages that will strengthen your faith, encourage your spirit, and bring hope into your life. If you're already subscribed, I want to thank you for being here once again. Today, get ready for something truly transformational. Every tear you've shed, every battle you faced, every sleepless night, it all has a purpose. If this message is already touching your heart, write "I believe" in the comments and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. You're not here by chance. Let me share with you the incredible story of Joseph. He was betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, and unjustly imprisoned. He had every reason to give up, to lose hope, but Joseph chose to trust God. Even in his darkest moments, he knew God was with him, and that his pain had a purpose. God used those hardships to shape Joseph, and at the right time, he brought him from the pit to the palace. This story reminds us that even when we face what seems like the end, God is working behind the scenes to lift us higher. The same God who was with Joseph is with you now. He's turning your struggles into victories, your pain into purpose. Trust him, and if you believe this, write "Amen" in the comments. Your story isn't over. God is just getting started. Maybe you feel like the woman with the issue of blood who suffered for 12 years with physical and emotional pain no one could understand. Isolated, rejected, and hopeless. She heard about Jesus and made a decision that changed her life forever. Despite her weakness and the weight of isolation, she had enough faith to push through the crowd and touch the hem of Jesus' garment. And that was all it took. One touch of faith was enough to bring healing and restoration to her life. Just like this woman, you can also find healing, answers, and the transformation you're seeking. Maybe you feel alone, or that your faith is too small, but let me tell you, God honors even the smallest acts of faith. What's holding you back from reaching your miracle today? Comment "I have faith" and trust that God is ready to move in your life. The pain you feel now may seem unbearable, but let me remind you, it's not permanent. God is using every moment of difficulty to prepare you for something much greater. Every tear you've shed is watering the seed of purpose He's planted in your life. The desert is not your final destination. It's the place where God prepares you. Just as the Israelites wandered in the desert, learning to trust God for daily provision, you're also being refined, strengthened, and guided. In the desert, God is burning away everything that doesn't align with His purpose for your life. He's shaping you for the next level, for the promised land He has already prepared for you. Even when the journey seems hard, trust in the Lord, for He will never leave you. If this message touches your heart, write in the comments, "I believe God is preparing me," and declare your faith. Maybe you've been waiting for something for a long time. You've prayed, fasted, believed, but it feels like nothing is happening. It's easy to think that God has forgotten you, but let me remind you, God's delays are not his denials. He's working silently, aligning all the pieces for your good. Look at the story of Abraham and Sarah. God promised them a child, but they had to wait years to see that promise fulfilled. Even when they tried to handle things on their own, stepping away from God's perfect plan, he remained faithful and kept his word at the right time. In the same way, God has not forgotten you. The promise is on its way. Wait on the Lord because he always fulfills his promises. If you believe this comment, I wait on God's timing and keep your faith strong. Chosen one, remember that the enemy wants you to give up before you reach the finish line. He wants you to believe that your struggle is unbearable, that you can't win. But God is telling you, you were made to overcome. I've given you strength and courage to conquer any battle. The fire inside you is stronger than any storm around you. God is strengthening you for the next level. Take the story of Elijah. He prayed for rain after a long drought, and even when he didn't see results, he kept praying. On the seventh time, a small cloud appeared on the horizon. It may have seemed insignificant to many, but Elijah knew it was the beginning of a great rain. Your small cloud is on its way. Don't give up now. Comment, "My cloud is coming," and trust that God is working in your life. Maybe you feel like you're carrying an unbearable weight, something no one else understands. But God sees you. He knows every detail of your struggle and is holding you up, even when everything feels too hard. He's telling you today, I am your strength. When you are weak, I am strong. Chosen one, you are not alone. God is by your side, renewing your strength and guiding every step you take. The promised land is closer than you think. Every step you take in the wilderness, every silent prayer you whisper, is bringing you closer to God's promise. Don't give up now because your victory is nearer than ever. If you believe this, declare in the comments, I won't give up. Chosen one, God is speaking to you today. He's reminding you that your tears were not in vain. Your prayers have been heard, and your breakthrough is on the way. Don't let discouragement steal your faith. Keep believing, because God is faithful to fulfill what he promised. Believe that just as he was with Joseph, with the woman who touched the hem of his garment, and with Elijah, he is also with you. No matter how hard the battle gets, God will never abandon you. If this message is strengthening your faith, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to this channel to keep receiving messages that build you up and encourage your journey. You're not here by chance, chosen one. God is calling you to something greater. Your struggle is not the end, but the beginning of something extraordinary. Trust that he's guiding every step, even when the road seems hard. Remember, the best is yet to come. May God bless you powerfully and lead you to greater heights. Declare today in the comments, I trust God's plan, and live with the assurance that he is moving in your life.